So there's this little thing named types in Pokemon, and there are nine unused type matchups. 9 whole unused type matchups. There are 1,000 Pokemon. How are there still 9? So in this video, I'm just gonna be creating new Pokemon for their type matchups, as well as listing other Pokemon that could be that type match. So just watch till the end so you can see what my ideas are. So for number 1, I have the dragon and bug type. I can't believe this hasn't been used yet. There is a literal animal named the dragonfly. How hasn't Game Freak made a Pokemon about that yet? So I'm just gonna make this one also a dragonfly, but like more dragon than fly. Gonna give it fly wings, and it's gonna be the size of an insect, but then the body shape is gonna be more of a dragon. As you can see, it's like a thin, long serpent shape. It's gonna have like complex eyes, just as how you would see a bug have, but again, the body gonna be more serpentine, like the worm dragon. That's also what Applin, Diplin, and its evolutions are. So I just thought I should take it from that. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot to say what Pokemon could match these types. And I'll say the Yanma and Yanmega line should have been the Pokemon to first be dragon and bug type. First thing, Yanmega really looks like a dragon, first of all, so that could have really fit. Yeah, I know, Yanma and Yanmega are not dragon bug type. I don't know why, I always thought it was. But now I'm making one. Yanma and Yanmega are flying bug types. Don't we have enough of those already? Butterfree and friends. So I thought, if they're not gonna do it, I should do it. Take it into my own hands. So just making green lizard. A small green lizard with wings. Don't forget, with wings. That's like a really important part of it. And I decided to heavily lean in with the green motif, so just made sure to make it completely green. And it lines up perfectly because most insects and dragons in media and pop culture are the color green. I'm so lucky those two match up. Like the literal color for the bug type is a greenish yellow. That's a very good coincidence. How haven't they made a bug dragon type yet? Everything matches up, but they haven't made one yet. That's just crazy. So now I'm just getting into details, wing details to be more precise, and making it look more blurry, since that's what wings do. They're kind of like a reverse magnifying glass. Wait, not reverse. A blurry magnifying glass, because like you can still see, you can see through it, but it's more blurry on the other side. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot to tell you guys that I'm just gonna try to use this new technique I've learned. Well, it's not new that I've learned it. I've known it since forever, but it's new to me using it now. I'm gonna use cross hatching, but only really for this one, not for the other types, just because I'm trying it out. So I'm just gonna use cross hatching for my shading, as well as putting a darker color. Might look darker than it's supposed to be, but just wait for it. It's just supposed to look like that, so be patient and you'll see. The famous words, trust. Just trust, bro. So let me cook. I'm never saying those words ever again. So just wait a sec, and adding texture to the shadows too. I know it's a little bit too much, but like I just feel like doing it. I don't think it's complete without the over excessive shading. But I think now is about the time to wrap up this Pokemon. So here you go. The decks for the Pokemon. Bolos, the dragonfly Pokemon, a dragon and bug type. From the words bug and olos, which is another name for dragonfly. It says in multiple legends and stories that if you come across a red bolos, that it will grant any wish that you please. Of course this isn't true, since multiple have been spotted. And now it's time for Fairy Fire Pokemon. And I do not know a single way to make this Pokemon. What? A move? Wonder what that could be. Well, okay. I think I might be able to use that in some way. Okay, now here's the thing. I'm still debating if this should be a mythical or just a normal Pokemon. Because like, this looks like it could be the region's Pixie Mythical as the fan term. But, mythicals are supposed to be lore heavy, have very good powers, and like have one environment. Plus, I don't think this is as detailed as it could be for a mythical Pokemon. So like, I don't think it's cut out. What do you guys think? If you want to, comment down below and tell me your thoughts. Should I make this a mythical? Should I give it more design aspects, or should I just keep this as a normal Pokemon? So now you can see the overall shape of the Pokemon forming, looking like a pixie or the average fairy depiction. Like it could be fire that just came to life. Actually that's gonna be its lore. Fire that came to life via magical powers. Yep, I like that idea. Maybe it is cut out to be a mythical. Again, what do you think? Well, back to the design. In this design, I gave it a very triangle, diamond-shaped body, very spiky, to express how it goes fast around and around. And then I gave the wings, make it semi-curly, just to show how this is supposed to be a fairy type, so it's not mean, but instead just fast. Plus the small head and small later coming eyes would really show how this is just a small little fairy that you feel like you would have to protect. Wait, did I say small head? I mean, its big head compared to its body, kind of like how babies are. And now you can see how I put sort of layers into the Pokemon, how fire sort of have layers if you look at it closely. White in the middle, then some yellow, orange, then finally the classic fire red. So that's what I want to do. And here are the aforementioned eyes, about time. This is just a cool little drawing. So I know there's something weird about this. I feel it too, but I really just couldn't pinpoint really anything about it. So just brace with me and watch till the end. Now finally, the colors. So classic fire hydrant, fireman red, like the classical depiction, part of all of our childhoods. The red base everyone knows about, and like the goof I am, I colored in the wing red. Do not know why I did it. I just did it for the moment. These are supposed to be fairy wings. That's what the fairy type is for. So now the rest of the body. Finally got into my right mind. Still can't believe I colored in the wings red. How does that happen? Yeah, but this is looking kind of lifeless, so I'm just gonna add the colors. But instead of just coloring it in normally, I think I should use like this airbrush, which gives it a sort of blur that mixes the colors around in the middle between the two, and then adding yellow just to give it more color, more contrast, you could even say, then the white in the middle. Cleaning up any extra colors around the drawing is like decently hard because you don't notice anything until someone points it out, or there's another more interesting thing. Then just coloring the wings, since I normally turn this into a PNG, so I need to color in even the white parts. So here you go, the wing gets a color, but like the dragon bug type, I'm still keeping some color, showing that the wing is slightly transparent, like most bug and fairy wings. And now for just doing some details in the wings. Just some small little details. No one will notice, but I still want to do it, since I will notice. And now you will too. Great. I just had to go and make the video longer than it already is, but I'll just deal with it. So, details. These are just pretty simple details. Some veins, you could say, that you can see on most plants. And not plants. Did I say plants? On most bug wings. And now just removing some mistakes. No, they are not happy accidents, Bob Ross. Mistakes. Just erasing them. Okay. Now it's time to finish this Pokemon. Here is Pyre. From the words Pixie, Fire, and Pyre. Another name for fire. A fire fairy type, which has two forms, Fey form and Blaze form. If you give it an orange berry, it turns into Fey form. But if you use a raspberry, and it will turn into Blaze form. Now here is our third and last Pokemon for the video. If you guys want a part 2 with regional forms that fit this type, just like the video and comment if you want more. How about, let's say, 100 views and I'll give you guys a part 2. Okay, now back to the Pokemon. Now this is gonna be a rock normal type. Oh no, it's normal rock. Oh, okay, yeah. It's normal rock type. Sorry for the mix-up, guys. Never gonna do it ever again. So this normal rock Pokemon is pretty simple. It's a rock, a sentient rock. Yes, I know people hate item ones, just Pokemon that are just items. But this one's different, because this one can shapeshift into any animal. Normal animals. You could call them normal animals. So a rock is turning into normal animals. Rock normal type. You see there? So in this form, it's gonna be a fish, but there are multiple forms you can find out in the wild. There'll be multiple forms, and you can change them into multiple forms. I am just too lazy into making. Why can't I talk today? This took me 3 shots to do, to make more forms. Finally got it. Okay, now for this rock, instead of just making it one color then done, kalas, finish, no, I'm gonna give this rock layers, because like lots of rocks have layers to them. Have you seen lots of mountains in the other areas? Heck, even Minecraft does it. The Badlands biome, you can see. You know, now that I think about it, this Pokemon looks like it could be in Minecraft. It's literally a square rectangle, like a rectangle that could be like 2 squares, 2 blocks. That was never my intention, but now I think about it. But out of Minecraft, this will have multiple layers, as you can see. So I'm first coloring this in the layers. Lots of different colors. We have a pale brown, we have a dark brown, reddish brown, orange. We have a gray, a dark gray, like a just standard dirt color. And then we have the lovely old fin that will just have one color because it's supposed to be a basic fin. One color. And that one color will be just fine for now. Now just erasing some extruding colors that are not supposed to be outside of the line art. To make this look clean and as good as possible, as well as getting this ready for the shadows, which I am doing at this moment right now. Now just giving the fin a shadow, and I first thought it would be best to color the whole fin in a shadow. I quickly realized that was not what I was supposed to do, so we had another try of making the shadows. So after that, I just thought, just cut the diagonal piece. Okay, for the final Pokemon, here is Sedolic. From sediment, a type of rock, and nucleic, from the deoxynucleic acid, DNA. A normal and rock type. This Pokemon's Dex entry says that this Pokemon is a common staple of Charizardian households, where they don't need to be tended to that much and can live in any sort of habitat, like a backyard, fish pond, or terrarium. As well as the ability to change forms, gives anyone in the household what pet they want. It is often shown as how most of the time, if a mother wants to give her child a pet, this will first be a fish and slowly turn into whatever animal the child wants. So that's it for the Pokemon of unused types this time. If you guys don't want to see it, then I won't make a part 2. But if you guys blow up this video, then I will for sure make a part 2 to this. If you like the video, like the video. And if you love the video and want to see more, subscribe to the channel.